Hey all, welcome to week 7. So for the second unit, as mentioned before, we're diving into the issue of gender, which, as we've talked about, we're exploring ideas that are controversial, things that might make us think a little bit more critically, in order that we can stimulate some original thought and communicate them effectively. So my encouragement to you is lean into that discomfort. If you can't explore these ideas, think about them critically, write about them critically in college, where in the world are you going to do it? With that being said, always strive to be as respectful as possible, and we want to make sure that we critique ideas and not people, right? So I've really appreciated so far the discussion board posts that I've seen in my classes, how we've maintained a really respectful attitude in interacting with one another. Okay, so when we're focusing on gender, we're going to look at how gender functions within our society, how it creates different types of social identities, and we're going to watch a TED Talk, so you get a little bit of a breather from really long, engaging texts. You're going to watch a TED Talk from novelist Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie called "We Should All Be Feminists." Now, I know as soon as that's out of my mouth, some of you are already kind of balking at it. Just hang on a second. Hang on. Now, as I say here, I know that the F word makes people react in a particular way. Take a deep breath. This is what Adichie is actually addressing in the video. And I think you might be surprised in how you respond to it. And we're going to realize that culturally, something that feminism has done is it's taken on this type of connotation. And for many of us, we don't really look at that, the idea of feminism without its connotation. So that's what I want to encourage you to do here. And Adichie does a really good job of picking that apart and talking about what it really means to be a feminist. So as you examine all these texts and resources, think about how you interact and think of the word feminism. And not just that, but also think about Adichie's brand of feminism. Does it match your understanding of the concept? Why or why not? Okay, so think about all those things. I'll be here for any contact on Google Hangouts between noon and 2 if you need me. Here's your schedule that I've posted for the week, some things that you can do that will help you feel more productive. I've also attached the link here of Adichie's talk, and here's some videos that I want you to watch. They're from John Green's Crash Course. They're just going to give you a broader idea of what we mean when we say sex and gender within academic discussions. So make sure you check all those out. They're really short. They're like 8 to 10 minutes long a piece, I think. So for your discussion board, same thing. We're just kind of shifting into the idea of sexuality and gender. So in Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's TED Talk, "We Should All Be Feminists," she argues that blank. What's her key argument? She makes this clear in her examples of blank and blank. So what are the key things that stick out to you here? That's going to help you out. And also want to make sure that you're using quotations here. So make sure that you're bringing in evidence. So you can either write them down, you can look at the transcript, whatever it may be, but you need to use actual quotes from Adichie in your submission. Okay? When referring to blank, she also argues that blank. So think critically. What's the argument that she is making here? Because her experience of blank justifies her belief. And she gives some anecdotes here. So think what she's telling about her own experience that's leading to her to these ideas. Just like we're doing in this class constantly, we're examining how we function in the world and how those identities that we bring to the table in our discussions are shaped by the world around us, which is exactly what Adichie is doing here as well. So Adichie's conviction that feminism, blank, what is she saying about feminism? In my own opinion, once again, asserting your own beliefs here, I think feminism, blank. What do you think about feminism? Remember, just watch the video critically, take a breath, you'll be okay. I can primarily see this in my experience through blank, such as blank. So Adichie's version of feminism is or is not how I perceive feminism, and it makes me think that blank. Okay, so once again, lots of self-reflecting here, asserting your own opinion, watching and reading critically, etc., etc. Please make sure that you have your full post submitted by 11:59 p.m., as well as your 2 comments. Many of you are still not making that second comment. Please, please, please make that second comment. Make sure that you're checking your assignments for comments that I'm leaving. And that's all.